You men out there in the entertainment industry, look at how much you love money. You sell your dignity and get dressed up like a woman.
That's right.
Insiders in the film business now assert that he is going to be at the heart of a controversy that may surpass even the most fantastical tales. If the rumors about Tyler Perry are accurate, he could not be as good as him. Tyler Perry avoided controversy and turmoil for a long time. But here's the thing, when it comes to scandal, he might really be able to compete with Diddy. When you come to the other side of something and realize there's a lesson to be learned, it might not all look that bad. The devilish side of Tyler Perry is nothing new in Hollywood. Monique attempted to warn us all a few moons ago from the Apollo Theater stage, and believe me, people, she didn't hold back. With all eyes on her, she let loose, yelling at Oprah Winfrey and noted business manipulator Tyler Perry. She has been accusing Tyler Perry and the group of ruining her career for years. Monique originally revealed that she had been blackballed by them back in 2015. She dropped a bombshell, saying she was blackballed for breaking industry regulations. Monique isn't playing the game, so others were saying that someone needed to give her a lesson. The really bad news is this: they had no intention of compensating her for her labor and effort. It makes sense, then, that Monique asked Tyler and company to provide her with a modicum of justice. But what the man said.
But did you hear what the man said? I violated you.
Yeah.
I mistreated you.
Yeah.
She had no idea, though, that she would soon be branded as difficult to deal with, and that no one would want to cast her. However, it's not as though Oprah and Tyler Perry knew who they were playing with. And the actress didn't just stand by and watch as her career crashed and burned. She began the exposing effort in an attempt to inform the public about the dark side of the powerful people in the film industry, and to demand an apology for their part in all of this.
But there's also that still small voice inside of me saying that's wrong.
Yes.
That's not, you're smarter than that.
Leaving Monique in suspense. She's still waiting for Tyler Perry to apologize, and it looks like she might have to wait another 50 years because, well, Tyler is never wrong. However, there's also still a tiny voice in my head telling me that's not right. Yes, you're not that stupid. It's not. Tyler Perry won't be able to ignore the obvious intense tension that is growing in Tinseltown. It's no wonder that some unpleasant facts would come to light, considering her prolonged tenure in the sector, and the rumors that all of his secrets will be revealed. Being drawn into controversy is nothing new for Tyler Perry. He's currently had some hurdles in his Hollywood quest. There are rumors that he may have clashed even with powerful people and supposed bosses like Oprah because of his inflated ego. Perry appears to be fully aware of the fact that sometimes in Hollywood you have to take a few risks in order to hit it big. Indeed.
Yes. Now, being friends now is incredible because I can call her up at this point in her career and life, and we really lean on each other for a lot of things. It's like, hey.
Like, whoa. Following his film office dominance, Perry made a bold move to television with the hugely successful sitcom House of Pain. But when it came to landing a syndication agreement and a spin-off called Meet the Browns, everything went sideways. There was a stir in the business when rumors spread that Perry had fired 4 writers who were attempting to sign union contracts. Amidst the commotion, one of the fired writers didn't keep quiet and spoke candidly with the media about Tyler Perry's treatment of his black brothers and sisters. In essence, Tyler Perry is telling us that because you're black and have fewer possibilities than other people, you should accept what I give you regardless of whether it's fair. I feel as like we were used. Like I was given a slap in the face. Rather than take a little responsibility for his actions, Perry rationalized them, saying that he is now writing everything himself, since no one else can engage the audience as well as he can. I'm speaking directly to my audience, and they are familiar with my voice. Not everybody is applauding Perry's accomplishments. Actors claim that Perry is forcing them into uncomfortable conditions that are affecting their work. This is evident from the fact that the pressure on Perry's sets is so great that every day is like a nightmare. It seems that the viewer felt it through the screen as well. Someone once said, "I always felt like there was something wrong with Perry. It makes sense why I've never watched programs like Meet the Browns. It was never intended for me." Additionally, a different commenter commented, I've always felt there was something unsettling about Tyler Perry. And his films are terrible, as well as I believe they are demeaning to an entire community of people. Brandon J., one of Perry's players, talked openly about his experiences on the set and how determined he was to show the dark side of the movie mogul, who was the worst dictator in history and treated everyone like slaves. The director is kind of standing on the side.
Perry comes in, everything changes. So we literally run the entire episode for him, and he hates it. He says, I want Jeffrey to be gay, and he has a crush on his bully. That's not what I auditioned for. What?
However, if you believe that Tyler Perry's rigorous studio environment is the worst thing you can discover about him, prepare to be startled by some additional revelations. While Christian Keyes declined to reveal his identity, his close relationship with Perry that dates back nearly 2 decades raised eyebrows. Christian Keyes added fuel to the fire with a heartfelt Instagram video detailing his own distressing encounter with a powerful figure boasting about manipulating multiple young black men. Christian's relationship with Perry, from Diary of a Mad Black Woman to All the Queen's Men, sparked a lot of speculation. The most interesting aspect of the tale is when he mentions collecting proof, such as secret recordings, which points to a possible impending disclosure of the truth. It is going to have to come up at some point very soon. The 48-year-old actor described how the accused guy made unwanted advances of a certain kind towards him over a period of years, adding that the Hollywood gatekeeper also employed several young black men who were accessible at his call. If more of these victims come forward, Perry is going to be hit with a storm of accusations. One particularly popular remark on X said, "I wish Christian would have taken action. That man's money isn't going anywhere. Good name will continue to own his wealth. Reputation damaged." Tyler Perry came under increasing criticism, with some claiming he was the one who was abusing male performers for his own amusement. Similar to another influential businessman who is presently experiencing the greatest backlash of his life due to everything he has done. After the Cassie lawsuit was settled, Diddy is still the target of criticism, but there are now. I'll give you some trivia about Tyler Perry's television programs and films. The movies where actors with darker complexion tones play villains. Perry is preoccupied with getting black women to tone down their apparent haughtiness, even in his romantic comedies. It's even said that Perry seriously harms his staff members by hiring really gifted black actors who are discriminated against in the entertainment business. He exploits his starring ladies for hard currency, excluding the opinions of real black women producers and writers who could have the wisdom to present more honorable or truthful tales. Hey everyone, don't forget that Tyler is the author of all of these stories. My tragedy was the source of my gift to write. And let's not mince words in this instance. His male characters frequently treat women in a crude and disrespectful manner, particularly on Twitter and other social media platforms where people talk about his ugliness. It has many wagging their tongues. But Tyler Perry is never at fault in the media, and the headlines basically paint him as a figurehead for black people. The really bad news is this. Perry is facing criticism despite his numerous services to the black community. They are pointing fingers at specific scenes in his films and television shows where black women are treated unfairly or are put in really difficult circumstances. The shows appear cheesy. The characters don't have enough depth. The storylines are recycled and cliched. Perry has been writing, producing, and directing his own films and television shows for about 20 years. He received a lot of backlash for his narratives and characters being overly toxic and traumatizing. But instead of changing course and returning with more gruesome tales, he didn't seem to listen to his fans and changed the story. Though, as we've previously seen, several of his industry friends, including Diddy and Oprah, have been exposed for being dodgy. So he might want to hide for a while as more and more attention is coming his way, amid a torrent of abuse and demonization on the internet. As a lot of people are suggesting, we will have to wait a little while longer to see Tyler Perry eliminated. As someone pointed out, Tyler utilized the Oprah playbook about the exploitation of performers and entertainment in the same way that Steve does with the playbook about pandering to women. In any case, Their desire for money surpasses that of anyone or anything.